Even now, when we recall this old song, we are reminded that it is because of this very song that we first came to know the word Khampa. This is a scene from the everyday life of Kangding people. Obviously, music and songs are very much the order of the day. One of many folk bands in Kangding, Kelsang Yadro, has chosen for its debut the love song of Kangding. Old Yua, the band's conductor, is quite clear on the reason why. For Kangding people, this song is just like their own child. They can love it and sing it as they wish.
康定情歌它有几种调式。康定民本身是个多民族的地方，因为它这个人就是啥子，有汉文化，也有藏族文化，就是说这个多民族文化融合到一起过后，所以又通过磨合，又通过提高，又提升，所以说文化的这个涵养是比较深厚的。
Multiple versions of this love song echo throughout Kangding, revealing it to be a multi-ethnic place. This cross-influence of cultures represented by Han and Tibetan cultures results in a unique Kangding culture that is profound, one that is prepared to compromise and be perfected. Today, with improved transportation, tourism in Kangding is thriving, as the tourists flooding the streets makes plain. They come, seemingly, to give thanks for this love song, seeking a feeling of love and of being loved, regardless of the melodies. On June the 30th, 2009, the Bird's Nest, the national stadium, witnessed two celebrities interpreting this love song together. That night, Placido Domingo sang it as a duet with Sung Zu Ying in Beijing. Kangding people remember this event with pride, but it is the Yo tune that they love the most. Kangding, hidden in the Hangduan Mountains, is a time-honored city. But how can an ancient love song help it transcend time and space to encourage it to enter into a duet with modern civilization? Far away from the metropoli, Kangding is close to nature, the mountains, the grasslands, and of course, the cattle. It's said to have everything modern cities lack, although for the moment, this advantage may not be evident. Kangding has existed at the foot of Mount Zedor for centuries, serving as a logistic hub thanks to the ancient T-horse road that connects the interior to Tibet. Over time, it became a transit stop for traders, gaining its reputation through word of mouth. It was here that Tibetan horses were traded for tea. In its heyday, it was very prosperous, with traders from the provinces staying at inns called guozhuang. There were 24 of them, one for each province.
藏汉做生意，茶马互市就在那个地方，所以这个地方呢，当时就很繁荣，就有为了生意就来了很多生意人，就包括汉族的，我们就说有陕西来的，过去康宁就有陕西街、陕西帮还有就是这个包括这个本地的康宁本地的还有就是这个关外来的，有24个锅庄。
The ancient trade road connecting the Chengdu Plain with the heart of the Hangduan Mountains was constructed during the Han Dynasty. Migrations, battles and trade could not have occurred without this steep and rugged route. Mount Arlang is an east gate to this route and also the entrance to the Qinghai Tibet Plateau. It is here that the widely known Sichuan-Tibet Highway begins. Kangding is on the other side of Mount Arlang. So here is the gate to the Khampa areas with Kangding as the centre. When the Mount Arlang Tunnel project was completed in 1999, it became the highest tunnel and also the most hidden tunnel on the ancient road. Beyond Mount Arlang and the Daru River, Kangding County finally presents itself amidst the crumple of the mountains. Kangding is now the capital of the Gazi Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture. People coming here say without exception that they know Kangding because of the love song of Kangding. There are 56 ethnic minorities in China, each having its own love songs passed down through generations. However, it's quite beyond us why this love song can withstand the passing of time and cultural differences to be so widely appreciated by so many different ethnicities.
康定情歌，如果从诞生到现在，我们推测不到100年的时间。我为什么说这个道理呢？因为康定这个地方过去不叫康定，叫打箭路，而真正把打箭路改为康定府，或者就第一次出现称为康定的时候，是1918年的时候。
It's assumed that the love song of Kangding did not come into being until around 100 years ago. Why is this? It's because people used to call this place Ta Chien Lu instead of Kangding, and it was only in 1908 that the old name was replaced by Kangding, thus making its debut in history. In 1908, the 34th year of the reign of Emperor Guangxu, Ta Chien Lu town was upgraded to Kangding Prefecture. From then on, Kangding was documented as a place name. In August 1909, Chen Chujian arrived at Kangding, and the following is an account of what he saw. Upon arrival, I was amazed to find the streets filled with lamas speaking strange languages and wearing curious costumes. I was told there were 12 monasteries with a total number of 2,000 lamas. People with different nationalities met here, including Sichuanese, Yunnanese, Shanxi people, Hui people, and Tujia people. In August 1939, 30 years after Chen's visit, the photographer Sun Mingjing came here. This is what Kangding, the capital of Xikang, looked like when he photographed it. There are many shops in the city. Zhongshan Street and Zhongjiang Street are the most prosperous. It exports wools and leather, but especially alluvial gold and medicine. The local people are good at singing and dancing. During festivals, they dance the Guozhuang, an Aboriginal type of dance which looks captivating. In the 1930s, Kangding was a border town of strategic significance, and it was prosperous, attracting large numbers of tradesmen. With many nationalities coexisting peacefully, people kept singing and dancing here. Though Kangding has always been the political, economic and cultural centre of Khampa areas, after years of cultural accretion and filtration, Kangding features a wide array of ethnic cultures. The Aboriginal dance that Sun Mingjing saw turns out to be the Guozhuang and Xianzi, two of the most popular dances in Tibet. According to the Chronicle of Tibetan Emperors compiled by the Venerable Tibetan monk Sonam Gyaltsen, during the 8th century, the first monastery in Tibet, Samye Monastery, was completed. In order to mark the occasion, subjects and civilians sang songs and danced the Zhuo Wu to the accompaniment of biwang. Celebrations like this went on day after day without interruption. Based on research, we now know that Zhuo Wu is Guozhuang, while biwang is Xianhu, so it's clear that Guozhuang and Xianzi were quite popular on the Tibetan plateau even 1,000 years ago. Batang County, 500 kilometers away from Kangding, is assumed to be the cradle of Xianzi.
我们巴塘机关干部里面也可以说是5、6、7个有，像这样子就是对巴塘弦是比较通的，也是至少都能够唱个50、60首、60、70首的那种，也能拉也能唱的那样子的。所以巴塘本身这个群众是这个弦子在巴塘是很广泛的，所以会的人很多。你要说是艺人的话，那个你要说很多群众都可以说他是艺人，因为你随便喊他跳几个旋，10几个旋随便跳嘛，所以说这个都可以称之为艺人。
Xianzi is a kind of song and dance to the accompaniment of the oxhorn qin and the hu qin. Xianzi has musical form, lyrics, melodies, and its own dance steps. On special occasions such as festivals, weddings and fairs, people like to express their happiness through Xianzi. During the development of Xianzi, many exotic elements, together with the essence of Tibetan traditional music, were integrated into it, so it's said that all Tibetan songs and dances invariably contain the elements of Batang Xianzi.
不管是到拉萨去的，朝福的，或者是驻军也好，从拉萨下来的信使也好，等等。都要通过这条大道，做生意的也好，所以呢，巴塘就形成一个茶马古道的重镇，然后呢，人员来往的交流了很多，它也是个商业的一个重镇。这样一来呢，它的文化啦就成了个多元的文化，有汉族文化，有藏族文化，而且还有外来的一些文化。比如说像泥片啊等等这些方面的一些文化那些流传过来，还有回族、纳西族等等，这样多民族文化融合在这儿了，就形成很多多民族元素的一种一些好的一些东西。
Khampa people, in line with the unique cultural and geographical conditions of the Hangduan Mountains, are open-minded, cheerful, and skilled in singing and dancing. They say that in Khampa those who can speak can sing, and those who can walk can dance. Besides Guo Zhuang and Xianzi, there is Rupa, another Khampa folk dance. Rupa, handed down through many generations, used to be performed by street musicians. When performing, men jangle bells while women beat drums. Wild and unrestrained, it's loved by everyone. It's said that Rupa was created by Mila Rupa, a master of Tantra Buddhism. Based on research into the musical form of the love song of Kangding, most experts think it originated from the popular Yo tune. With a river at the front and a hill at the back, Sandao Chiao village in Kangding is home to Han people. Singer Wang Zefu is singing the traditional Yo tune. The 63-year-old folk singer Mao Yonggang can sing more than 40 different tunes. His dad began teaching him when he was in the 3rd grade at school.
这2种唱法，一种我说是就是我们这个藏族汉家族、汉族汉风茶工人编写的，这个呢我就只唱2句，它是跑马溜溜的山哦，上马一朵溜溜的云哟啊。 端端溜溜的照在嘛康定溜溜的晨哟，月有两味儿，康定溜溜的晨哟啊！因为这个它就有这个音调，它是在1935年，我就改编了，词是一样的，跟我前头唱歌一样的，那个是最古老的。
As for the origin of the song, including the writing of the lyrics and how it has been adapted, there's some controversy and opinions differ. It is accepted the music comes from the Yo tune, but where does Kangding's Yo tune come from?
比如说，我们曾经有大洲的宣汉县也讲到，他们是康定情歌的诞生之地。 他们就说，他们那个地方的人也唱溜溜调，而达州离这个地方有千里之远，那么也就说明一个问题：溜溜调不是康定仅有，而是由内地带进来的。那么溜溜调就传到了康定，传到了康定，由于这个地方多民族聚居，大家也就慢慢熟悉了这个溜溜调，这个调式就在康定流传下来。
When 28-year-old photographer Suan Mingjing visited Kangding in 1939, the local people were supporting the war of resistance against Japanese aggression with patriotic fervour. The notes accompanying his picture read, "Though a remote town, it's a hive of activity just like the inland. People from all walks of life attended monthly meetings. Letters of appreciation and encouragement for soldiers at the front mounted to 5,000. During the war, the love song of Kangding accompanied tradesmen on carts and horses as they went on long journeys. The song travelled with them, making its way beyond the mountains. The song has been around for over 50 years. It brings people happiness, and it helps them to appreciate genuine emotions and the truth of what it is to be human. It can bring back youthful dreams and sweet memories. Nobody seems to care who the writer was or who adapted it. In 1997, a news agency in Kangding helped launch a nationwide campaign to search for the song's lyricist and composer. Perhaps the public felt guilty. The song had been sung for so many years, yet nobody knew the identity of the writer. One of the letters written in response to this quest pointed us in the right direction. An aged Hainan veteran told us he had once seen a couple of modern records on a battlefield.
在这批唱片中间，他就发现了一张中国的唱片，这张唱片恰恰就是《康定情歌》，而《康定情歌》高地写唱片上写的就只提出了一个姓于这样一个信息，他记得，姓于，但是谁唱的他已经记不得了。那么唱片上都已经知道姓于了，那这个于是谁呢？这下子我们又为这个于姓于的这一个作者歌唱家来寻找这个歌唱家。
Sure enough, it proved no hard work tracking down such a singer. Yu Yishuan, the first person to sing the love song of Kangding, was then director of the music department of the Hubei Provincial Institute of Education. She gave a solo vocal concert on April the 19th, 1947 in Nanjing. As for the concert, Guo, the then vice director of the Gazi publicity department, paid a visit to the 92-year-old singer at the Peking Central Academy of Music. The following is what he heard.
于立轩老人现在已经去世了，但他生前的时候我去采访过他，他对他在南京首次演唱《康定情歌》的印象还记忆犹新。当时在南京的一个剧场里面演唱到《康定情歌》的时候，突然停电了。那么停电之后，当时的观众没有一个人退场，而是人人举着一根蜡烛，听他唱完了《康定情歌》。当时他就跟我回忆起这个细节的时候，我都觉得很感动。
At the time, Yu Yishuan was 38 years old, and she was regarded as one of the 4 top sopranos in China. In July 1948, Yu was invited to give a performance in the Northwest, and at the concert, she sang the love song of Kangding before an audience of tens of thousands of soldiers and civilians at the foot of Wuchuan Mountain in Lanzhou, Gansu Province. According to Jiang Dingxian and Yu, this song, originally entitled On the Hill of Palma, was collected in 1946 by Wu Wenji, a student of the State Academy of Music. Wu's professor, Wu Zhengqian, passed the score on to Jiang, the director. Jiang then came up with the musical accompaniment before Yu debuted the song. Wu Wenji was from Luoyang Town, Hui'an County, Fujian Province. In 1943, 25-year-old Wu was a librarian at the Qingmuguan State Academy of Music in Chongqing. Later, he enrolled in the vocal music department. After the War of Resistance against Japanese aggression, the academy moved back to Nanjing, and there he was appointed as a temporary music instructor to a youth army. It was at this time he heard Xikang soldiers sing the song, and he collected it. Wu was the first person to recognize the importance of the love song of Kangding. There are many different stories about the origin, collection and adaptation of the song. Since most people close to those stories have passed away and the archives are insufficient, it's impossible for us to find out more. But what is important is that the love song of Kangding, which features a harmonious blending of Han culture and Tibetan culture, has survived and will be appreciated by more and more people. But why is such a common folk song beloved of mountain dwellers so widely favored?
很多类似康定情歌用溜溜调作为基础，唱了很多这种调式、音乐或者歌曲出来。为什么这个中间以康定情歌最出名，而别的都默默无闻、不受重视呢？我觉得康定情歌它的内容道出了康藏高原上藏族人民对爱的追求，同时也就说明了人类对爱的共同的追求。
In the Hangduan Mountains stands a towering giant, the Ganga Shan, revered as the queen of the Sichuan Mountains. With its peak at 7,556 meters, it is the highest peak of the mountains. Surrounding her are hundreds of peaks over 5,000 meters, forming what looks like a mountain family. To the Tibetans of Khampa, Ganga Shan is an avatar of a goddess and a sister of Mount Everest. Ganga Shan is located in Minyak, hence the name Minyak Gunga. Gung in Tibetan means glaciers, while Ga means white. In the year 850, Padma Sambhava's disciple Berotsana, the great translator, headed for Ganga Shan to disseminate Dharma, and while there he wrote tribute to the 8 fairies. Later, at the site where he practiced Buddhism, people built Namse Monastery, Kangding's first monastery, in honor of him. Namse Monastery is the predecessor of today's Lamotse Monastery. Palma Hill is the mountain god Nam Chokyi.
拉木泽是在这个跑马山的山神的名字，拉木泽一个山顶的意思。拉木寺哦，在拉木寺山顶是8个仙女的一个山神，是我们康定人的一个山神哦，是这样的。但是我们这个寺庙拉木寺建立在867年，到现在来说也有1000多年了哦。但是藏汉各民族都来这个朝拜修法，一直到现在都是这个样子的。
At the foot of Ganga Shan lies a small Tibetan village, Doi Ba village. Though Tibetans, they speak a different language from that of Kangding Tibetans. Their language is Minyak, so locals call them Minyak people. Researchers have discovered that the Doi Ba village's Minyak language is similar to the phonetic system of the Xixia language mentioned in a book by Gula Maotsai of Xixia 800 years ago. This may drop a hint that the Minyak people might be subtly associated with descendants of the Xixia. Surmo is a famous singer of the village, and when it comes to singing love songs, she is equalled by none. Kanglin is Surmo's husband. This Khampa man won Surmo's heart with his love songs. The couple story is just part of the daily life of the Minyak people. Like their songs, their own story of love will be passed down to future generations. People in Kangding seem to be nostalgic. They want to preserve some of their cherished memories so that someday they will be able to enjoy the pleasures of retrospection. Entering this incredible Tibetan building, you feel as if you are returning to old-time Kangding. Stories of King Gasa still linger in the air. When recalling history, people here don't seem to feel heavy-hearted or confused. It's like a process of panning gold off the sand, sifting with the passage of time that which is good into the dazzling light.
我这个人本身呢，从小到大可能就是特别跟别人有点不一样。在英语里头呢，有一句话叫 black sheep， 好像是一群白的羊子放出来以后，中间有一只是黑的羊，跟其他的有点不一样。所以现在的文化和冲击特别厉害的时候，反而是对传统的很多东西有非常大的兴趣。
In Kangding, there's another quiet man, a man who has lived in seclusion for 14 years to complete his masterpiece, Kangding Town, as it exists in his memory.
Kangding 情歌当时在50几年的时候就开始在整个全国全世界开始传唱这个歌了，但是我在这个话后头啦，还是很想表现它一下，因为我们这个地方，特别是3道桥、2道桥这些农村后头收了庄稼以后啦，有时候早晨起来跟对面子说话都用山歌来说。
To Kangding people, the love song of Kangding is like their own child. They can love, sing, or paint it as they wish.
Tene lani katse gugu tuni me to rawa. Tene taju no bachadam. 到底弄些脚头过呢，这个把公路的我的，起码没得速度声音就等能让你开上家的，等能注意点，那个把公路等能所以想就这，等能从嘛等能东西，进来来个能落点了你。
这是德格印经院自1729年创建以来首次将雕版印刷应用于格萨尔王史诗的记载。那些被传唱千年的古老故事，将作为藏民族最宝贵的文化财富，以新的方式永久保存在德格印经院。预计整个项目将在2012年10月全部完成。中国藏区现有150多名格萨尔王说唱艺人。西藏自治区的学术研究机构已对15名藏族民间艺人说唱的格萨尔王录音近5000小时。